All right, our athletes are warming up on the course. This is another monster course as we get through for the second half of our season, really pushing our athletes, and especially as they go through 30 seconds into their line, 40 seconds into their line. Those are really the parkour skills, the instinct to develop and take over. It's how you're performing at a state of slight exhaustion. As you'll see, this course we're going to have time for 65, 75 seconds. So it will be a full minute long parkour obstacle course. So our athletes are going to be needing to pace themselves with a little bit of an endurance test. Touch point on the orange.
Hello, hello. Audio test. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the U9 Speed live stream here at Flipshack at round 5. Whoa! What's up, dude? The U9s here are warming up. They just got their course walkthrough, and they just started their 10 minutes of warm-up a few minutes ago, so we're getting about halfway through that. Then we're going to get started with their first run out of 2 here. Same speed course as yesterday, but if you weren't here for the U12 stream, then this one's going to be brand new for you guys. A couple of these obstacles are sized down for the U9s, but everything else is identical. Making a couple of final adjustments around the course. Like I said earlier, we're sizing a couple of these obstacles down for the U9s. for a couple of reasons. One, to make sure, of course, they can do them, and two, certain obstacles the U9s are able to go under, where the bigger kids are not. So you have to put them lower to the ground, so they can't sneak underneath them, and they have to go over top. Got just one group in U9 speed today. We're going to be starting with James, followed by Drixon, Atlas, Ethan, Arjun, Anthony, Maxwell, and Austin finishing us up. Like I said, they're each going to get 2 runs. Just about 3 minutes left on their warm-up time.
Underbody use and keeping balance over that first touchdown. Nice work, James, on the quadruples. 5:05. And remember, you can have one parent come out and go on the floor if you want. You can also stay in our spectator area. As long as you don't get your own athlete's way, we will have a good time with that. Get those looks for it. James is at the start. I'm going to get the music back up and running. Our judges, lasers are working. Are you ready, James? Here we go. Your speed run. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Off is James Rienzo, our first athlete of our only speed group.
First straightaway getting that touch point.
Up there hitting that first touch point.
There in the lights. And an amazing gap drop across. Heading over to our
Having a little bit to figure out here. Being our first athlete. But all these guys are going to get 2 rounds.
Under and over. Doesn't have to be ordered over there.
Making sure you get all these touch points, all these gates. Very smooth line. Definitely maintaining his pace very well. We have a super long speed course today, so you definitely have to pace yourself in the first half. Hitting that last touch point there. Just this last stretch, the 3 balance beams. And he will cross that timer, finishing with about 1 minute and 2 seconds. 62.5. And next up is going to be Atlas Jameson.
Are you ready?
Thumbs up from Atlas, thumbs up from the judges, and he is across the starting line. Atlas flying in the first part of this course. We're going to see if he can maintain that pace towards the end. Over, under, you have to go under and over that bar.
Into the quad step, the line through it.
Come over to the second half of the speed course. Hitting that wall there.
Getting the touch point on the wall. Getting both feet on the ground.
And it's his final stretch.
Home stretch over.
And a sprint across that finish line. 47.1 seconds. A monster time there. Make sure the athletes don't go back through that laser timer, otherwise it'll reset their time.
Ethan Clark from Precision. Here we go.
And up next is Ethan Clark, representing Precision 509. He's on the starting line. Our judges are getting their times in.
3, 2, 1, go!
And Ethan is off. Over that first vault, working his way up to those boxes. Hitting that touch point, doing a really good job pacing himself here. Through the bars, onto these tacking blocks, onto the second leg of this speed course, through the beams for the first time, and just one more touch point there. Lots of coaching from the sidelines. And this last stretch, sprint across the finish, 47.8. Barely slower than Atlas's time. We're going to see what these guys can do on their second runs. Yesterday, we saw almost all of our athletes improving their times on their second run. Nice run from Ethan. And Arjun, representing Team Aerials, is on the starting line. And he is off through that first vault. Cruising through this first section.
Arjun comes back across the floor. Huge straightaway here. Our nice acceleration zone.
Jumping under that bar. Onto this next, going under it first. Gonna see if that works out. On that orange wall. Very nice job by Arjun. Coming on this last two beams, definitely running out of energy, but he's gonna push as hard as he can. Cross the finish line, 60.6 seconds.
And from Team Kinetic, Anthony at the start. And your first run in 3.
If any of our athletes get a penalty on their run, regardless of whether or not it's faster, the run with the least amount of penalties is what we count. On the course right now is Anthony Orick from Team Kinetic, already into the bar section, not even touching that bar. Also going over that low bar first. Very nice, maintaining his extremely fast pace so far. Onto that last touch point there, and the final section. Still maintaining his pace. Over that beam, and a nice shoulder roll. Gonna push to the finish line, 46.554. Making that our fastest run so far from Anthony.
That was awesome.
3 more athletes left. Up on the course now is Maxwell Phillips from Precision 509. A really good pace here in the first section. Definitely saving his energy for the second part of this course. Huge drops off of those big boxes, even for these smaller, younger athletes. He's going to go under that bar. Getting a little bit stuck, but he makes it over. And he is on to the second leg of this speed course.
One final turn down to the beams.
You can definitely tell this course gets tiring towards the end. Accidentally grabbed a little piece of tape there.
The home stretch right here. Fantastic. From next.
Gotta fix our touch point here.
And our final 2 athletes, we have Austin and Dixon. Before we move on to our second runs, here at our speed course. Austin, your run in 3, 2, 1.
Austin from Team Kinetic is on the starting line. Austin also going very quickly like his teammate Anthony, hitting that touch point with his foot. Getting coached from the sideline by Coach Julius. Onto the quad steps towards the last leg of the speed course.
Hit that touch point on the orange wall.
Keeping his very quick pace.
And time
across the finish line. A very quick run from Austin. Let's see what the judges say, and his final time is going to be 48.64.
Mr. A. Dixon, your first run in 3, 2, 1, go! Nice over the top vaulting the early scene.
Hey, Drixon is our final athlete to run. He had time to watch the whole heat go through. We're going to see what he learned. Jumping under that bar. Doing a little front hip circle there on that over-under bar. And sprinting into these quad steps. Onto the last leg. A little bit. Trying to catch his breath here, but he's doing a great job maintaining his pace. A little bit of a stumble there, but he gets right back up. Nice job. Still finishing under a minute, 55.429 seconds. He will have that second run. Try to improve that time. As James Ranzo steps up on the starting line for his second run.
And James back to start the run number 2. Here we go, James. Your second run in 3, 2, 1, go!
James forgetting the course a little bit.
You want to run back? You want to start another one time? You got it? Yeah, let's go one more time, James. Come on back to the start.
We're going to restart this run for James.
I know we got
A little bit of a confusion on this super lengthy course. It crosses over itself multiple times. Coach Eli helping him remember.
Looking straight at that big touch point through the gate. Here we go, James. 3, 2, 1, go!
And here he goes again. Through that gate. Very nice job. Touching that wall. Huge drops onto the floor into this really long straightaway. Lots of momentum. Making sure not to touch that no touch zone off of that first bar. And a little extra front hip circle there. Very nice through these quad steps, trying to catch his breath for the last section of this speed course. We're going to see if he can improve on his time from his first run as he comes to this last section. Getting that last touch point. Just 3 balance beams in between him and the finish line. Sprinting across that finish line, 63.38 seconds. A very nice run, James. And Atlas Jameson is ready on the starting line. 3, 2, 1, and Atlas is off. Going much faster than last time. Seeing these kinetic athletes with insanely fast paces through this long speed course. Pushing through that bar section already. Trying to catch his breath here. Keeping his fast pace up really well, even towards the end of this run. And it is just the beams left. Atlas is flying here, finishing with 50.351, improving by over 5 seconds. Oh, just kidding, a long time, improving by 2 seconds. Very nice, Atlas.
We're getting pretty tired of there.
Hey, Drickson switched places.
Ethan from Precision. Here we go. Your second run.
My fault.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ethan Clark.
Nice work, making his way.
Already up to that touch point.
Let's go, go, go!
huge drops, but handling them with ease, and he's already onto the bar section. Over that low bar first, and he is already through that bar section, sprinting onto these quad steps, catching his breath one last time before he goes into this last section. Over that big box, hitting the final touch point. And he is pushing to the finish line, 48.96 seconds. A very nice run from Ethan as Arjun steps up onto the starting line. Thumbs up from the judges. Thumbs up from Arjun. 3, 2, 1, go! Here he goes. Arjun did get a penalty in that first run, so we're going to see if he improves here. Through the bar section, already at 30 seconds. Into those last touch points. Here he goes. Definitely exhausted at the end of his second run on this speed course. Pushing as hard as he can, finishing with 60 seconds, 60.9, which is just slightly slower than his first run, but unfortunately he did get that penalty on the first run. So his best time is going to be that 60.9. And Anthony, currently our leader, is up on the course. Super smooth over that bar first. Hitting the ghost step on the quad steps, wasting no time going into the balance beams. And managing to maintain his very quick pace, even on this last section of the course. He is flying right now. His first time was 46.5, and he's going to finish with 43.938. Maintaining his spot in first at the moment.
That was awesome. Super good.
We still have 3 athletes remaining, though. We're going to see what these guys can do. We have Maxwell up first. Maxwell across the starting line. Stretching over to get that touch point in that far wall. All the way up and nearly touching the ceiling up there. Making sure not to touch that no touch zone below the bars. Over that lowest bar. Little extra flare. Very nice. On to this beam section. And this is the last section here. Getting some encouragement from teammates and coaches on the sidelines. Max pushing across the finish line, 62.862 seconds, improving on his time from his first run. Very impressive. 2 athletes remaining. Atlas, Austin, from Kinetic, for his second run. 1, go! hitting that wall with his foot again. A huge jump onto that bar. Under, over, and he is already almost through this bar section at only 25 seconds. Flying through those tacks. And one last climb up onto these boxes towards those final touch points. And it is just a sprint from here to that finish line underneath the bars. Finishing with a time of 49.885. A very impressive run. And our final athlete, Drixon Juarez from Team Aftershock, taking his place on the starting line.
Drixon Juarez from Team Aftershock. Here we go, Drixon. 3, 2, 1, go!
Drixon is off over that first beam, sprinting up to the top of these boxes, going very quickly. Hitting that touch point on the wall with his hand. Through that straightaway and already into the bars, not touching that bar at all. A little bit of a stumble. Making sure he doesn't hit his head on that bar, but he did a good job recovering it. He is through this bar section already. Very tiring course, but he's doing an incredible job maintaining that fast pace. Final climb here towards these last touch points, and it is the last section. Drixon giving it everything he has here. Final two beams, over, under, and he finishes with 56.3 seconds. Very nice, Drixon. Very nice to all of our U9 speed athletes, and we are going to finalize our scores, get our podium set up, and we're going to be back with our podium ceremony shortly.
Finalize our podium brought to you in just a moment. So stay tuned.
All of our athletes are going to go grab some water. They're exhausted from doing 2 runs on this marathon of a speed course.
Turn off the laser. Hold that middle button down for 5 seconds.
And then we just have to move it back. Now announce it. I'll just announce it. Plus, they already see this road. So yeah.